Sister attempted to claim my foreclosed beach house. Then the bank VP called regarding my $1.2 million mortgage payoff. I was reviewing project notes in my home office when the phone buzzed. Family group chat. Jessica's message appeared with 3 sparkling celebration emojis. Finally securing Mara's beach house at the foreclosure auction. Bank has it listed for $400,000. Actual value at least $2.8 million. Appraisal next week. We can flip it for profit or keep it as our family retreat. Everyone in? Dad replied almost instantly. Wired you $200,000. Mom and I are fully committed. About time that property gets used properly. Mom added, yes, it's been sitting there too long. Trevor, can I jump in? I've got $50,000 ready. Jessica, family only. Trevor, I've already secured the deposit. Auction is this Thursday. I stared at the screen. The beach house. The one I bought in 2019. The one with the mortgage I'd paid every month for 6 years without missing a single payment. The one that had never been, and never would be, in foreclosure. I didn't reply. I opened my banking app instead. Mortgage balance, $0. $3 weeks earlier I had made the final early payoff of $1.2 million. The house was mine, completely debt-free. Another vibration. Private message from Jessica. Don't worry about the house, Mara. I know you're going through a rough patch. This way it stays in the family. You can still visit sometimes if you ask nicely. Rough patch. That phrase again. For 6 years they had described my entire life using that phrase. It let them feel superior while dismissing everything I had built. They saw my beach house purchase as an impulsive mistake, the mortgage as a crushing burden. My career shift to marine conservation, consulting as a midlife crisis. What they never knew, because they never asked, was the truth. My consulting work paid $240,000 per year. The beach house was my office, my field research station, and my home. The mortgage had always been manageable. The early payoff was a calculated financial decision. I stayed at my desk and began a private document. Not for them, for me. I titled it The Silent Ledger, Years of Quiet Erasure. 2021, received Regional Conservation Award. Family never mentioned it. Cost, validation that can never be recovered. 2022, featured in National Geographic. Mom said that's nice and immediately changed the subject to Jessica's new car. Cost, pride in my work, permanently unacknowledged. 2024, paid off $1.2 million mortgage early. Never told them because every financial success was reframed as luck or irresponsibility. Cost, the joy of sharing achievement, forever lost. 2023, published major research paper on coastal ecosystem preservation after 12 months of work. Dad asked if it paid money. When I said no, he called it a waste of time. Cost, intellectual effort instantly dismissed, time theft. Every family gathering, questions about when I'd get a real job, while Jessica's bank teller position was praised as stable. Cost, approximately 288 hours of dignity stolen over 6 years. 3 Thanksgivings explaining my work only to hear, sounds complicated before the subject changed. Cost, professional respect, never granted. Christmas 2022, I showed photos from my research vessel. Jessica showed photos of her new Toyota Camry. Hers got 40 minutes of praise. Mine received that's impractical. Cost, equal treatment. Self-worth erosion. Jessica buys $40,000 car Right Arrow 2-hour family celebration. Dad calls her financially brilliant. I buy $85,000 research boat Right Arrow labeled wasteful and showy. Cost, sense of personal value. Jessica gets promoted to senior teller Right Arrow family dinner, cake, champagne. I secure 3-year $720,000 consulting contract Right Arrow mom says, be careful with contracts. No celebration. Cost, family pride in my success. Emotional accounting continued. My calls often went to voicemail. Hers were answered immediately. My birthday forgotten 3 times in 6 years. Hers never missed once. The document reached 52 entries, every withheld celebration. Every diminished achievement. every success rewritten as failure. I thought about the concept I'd learned in therapy, sunk cost fallacy. I had kept investing in these relationships, convinced that eventually acceptance would arrive. But slot machines don't pay out because you've fed them long enough. They pay randomly or never. This moment, standing in my kitchen with salt air drifting through the windows, reading a family chat celebrating the supposed theft of my home, became my turning point. Not when I bought the house. Not when I changed careers. Right now, family isn't blood. Family is who shows up when blood isn't enough. They never showed up. Thursday morning, 9:47 a.m., Jessica posted, "At the auction now. Beach house will be mine in 20 minutes. Can already taste the margaritas on that deck." I was in a client meeting discussing a $180,000 coastal restoration project when my phone rang repeatedly. Known number, I excused myself and answered. "Ms. Mara Chin." "Yes." "Robert Caldwell, Senior Vice President, Coastal Federal Bank." "Apologies for the urgent call, but we have a situation. A woman named Jessica Chin contacted our foreclosure department claiming to represent you in purchasing 847 Ocean Vista Drive, your property." "That property is not in foreclosure," I said calmly. "Correct. You completed the full $1.2 million payoff 3 weeks ago, one of our smoothest transactions this year. But Jessica is currently at the courthouse with a $400,000 cashier's check insisting she's buying it at auction. She's presented documentation showing she's your sister." "She is my sister." "She does not represent me. She has no permission. I never authorized any sale." Silence. Then, "Ms. Chin, I must ask directly. Is your sister attempting to fraudulently purchase your property?" This was the moment. The clear line between family loyalty and legal reality. "Yes," I answered. "That is exactly what she is trying to do. I'm bringing in our legal department. Please stay on the line." The investigation moved with institutional precision. Step 1, document review, 47 minutes. All mortgage origination papers from 2019, signed by me. 72 months of perfect payment history. Early payoff authorization, my signature, my code. Current title, Mara Chin, sole owner, no liens. Jessica's claim, only a fake foreclosure notice created from an online template. Step 2, fraud alert issued 12 minutes. Bank contacted courthouse. Auction halted. Cashier's check frozen. No sale, no transfer. Step 3, direct contact, 22 minutes. Robert called Jessica on speaker at my request. "Ms. Jessica Chin, this is Robert Caldwell. The property is not in foreclosure. It is fully owned by Mara Chin. Your attempt constitutes fraud. We are required to report this to authorities." Her voice shook. "But I saw the listing online. There is no listing. The property is not for sale. Did you create false documents?" Silence. "I need to call my lawyer." "Wise, also be advised we've frozen the $400,000 check. Your father's $200,000 is included." The family chat exploded seconds later. Accusations, panic. Demands that I fix this. I took screenshots, saved them, then typed one reply. "I live here, it is my home and office." I paid off the $1.2 million mortgage 3 weeks ago. The house is mine free and clear. Jessica attempted to fraudulently purchase my property. The bank is investigating. I authorized nothing. I left the group chat. My phone rang nonstop. I turned it off. 2 weeks later, County Fraud Division took the case. Detective Sarah Martinez reviewed everything. Fake notice, cashier's check, wire transfer, chat messages. "Very clear cut," she said. "Forgery and attempted fraud. Your father's immediate $200,000 transfer without verification makes him a potential accessory." Evidence mounted. Warrant obtained. Jessica's browser history. How to buy foreclosed property. Foreclosure notice template. Penalties for fake real estate documents. California, last search. Can you go to jail for false foreclosure papers? She knew. She researched, she proceeded. The frozen $400,000 became a legal battle. Jessica's money, savings plus home equity loan. Dad's retirement account withdrawal. Jessica's defense, I genuinely believed it was abandoned and in foreclosure. I was helping the family. Prosecutor, show us the listing. She couldn't, it never existed. 5 weeks later, formal charges. Jessica, attempted real estate fraud, forgery, filing false documents. Dad, accessory to fraud. Family chat via Trevor screenshots. They called me vindictive, spiteful, destructive. Trevor called me crying. They're saying you're ruining the family over a house. But Mara, you bought a $2.8 million property and paid it off early. You've been successful the whole time, and we treated you like a failure. Yes, I said quietly. I'm sorry, he whispered. I'm really sorry. I believe you mean it, I replied. Time will show whether you do. Plea deal 8 weeks later. Jessica, guilty plea to attempted fraud, 5 years probation, $50,000 fine, restitution, permanent record. No jail. Dad, charges dropped after cooperation and formal admission he transferred money without verification. Lost, in fees. Professional fallout. Jessica, bank teller, terminated same-day charges filed. Fraud conviction made real estate licensing impossible. Social fallout. Local news. Woman attempts fraudulent purchase of sister's $2.8 million beach house. Dad's golf buddies distance themselves. Invitations stopped. Mom's last text. You could have kept this private. I blocked her. 2 years later, the beach house remains my home. The deck Jessica imagined for margaritas is where I drink coffee at sunrise, reviewing satellite data for conservation projects. The National Marine Conservation Foundation created a $100,000 annual fellowship in my name. The announcement describes my beach house as a model for integrated living research spaces. I didn't tell my family, I tell them nothing anymore. Dad emailed, you didn't have to press charges, we're still family. I didn't answer. Robert Caldwell still emails occasionally. That property was a great investment, he writes, in more ways than one. Trevor calls sometimes. He's in therapy, questioning many things. He asked once, how did you know to document everything? I didn't, I said. I just stopped believing their version of my life. The silent ledger sits in a folder, 52 entries of intangible theft. I rarely open it now. I'm too busy documenting what I've built. The account is closed. The balance is zero. And I am finally, completely, permanently free. Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories, get more experiences.